Boards.
It should be down there. In there somewhere. It should be hidden down there somewhere.
This one okay? It's
No.
like,
Need that brown one. Yep. Okay. Get a kitchen knife, just a regular kitchen knife, and get a sharp kitchen knife too.
what do you mean a regular kitchen knife?
Like a butter knife.
Oh, okay. And then like a serrated.
Something that'll cut meat. Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, you want to start with good ribs, lean, baby back, pork loin ribs, and we have these are baby back pork loin ribs here, and those are St. Louis style pork ribs. So there's two different types of ribs here. These are, I think, preferred when you're making barbecued ribs, but they're both very, very good.
Why? There's more meat on them?
I think they're a little bit leaner.
A little bit more.
I think they're a little tastier, but they're both very, very good. Okay, and but if you're gonna make ribs, I think you want to buy baby back pork loin ribs. I think they're the best, and that's what these are.
Okay.
The rib closest to you is St. Louis style. So what you want to do is we want to trim it up before we. And there's a flap there that's right in front of you. No. Yeah. You kind of want to trim that. Try to cut that off.
Cut it off?
Yep. Yeah, I'd cut that off. But be careful when you cut. So you don't cut yourself. But it's
this stuff too.
Yeah, there is a membrane on there we're going to get off too, and the membrane we'll take that off with the regular knife. But right now we just want to trim it so you kind of want to square the end. Like this end, you can cut the end here to square it off here a little bit, so you can get it up on top of here if you want to.
Like this?
Yep, just square it off. Yep, right up against the bone. Yep. You can cut it on the wood. Yep. Yep. Cut it nice. Yeah, cut it nice and neat. A fillet knife works better than the serrated when you're cutting meat. So if you want to grab that, but
yeah,
you can get it.
Which one's the fillet knife? Big guy?
Well, this is not a. So this will work. That's not a fillet knife. That'll work. To trim it. Yeah. I think maybe not. Maybe it's not very sharp here.
No, it's not very sharp. No.
Okay. I'll get you another knife.
Yeah, it's just this like
Try this.
fatty
Here.
part.
Right. That's a very sharp knife. That thing is very good. And then whenever you're trimming too, you want to keep the door of the garbage can open so you don't have to. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's why a sharp knife is good, because you can make that cut nice and straight.
This just goes to waste?
Well, you can use it.
But
I just I like to trim it off. You don't have to trim it, Case. You don't have to trim it. Okay.
But it just makes it better. They fit better on the pan.
I think it fits a little better on the pan. It looks better too.
Yeah.
But you want to cut it straight. You gotta.
Yeah. Yeah, that's much better.
See what we did here now?
Yeah, 'cause I was sawing
like. Now you want to try to get that off there. Flat.
How? I don't know, like how.
Yeah, you just.
Can I get under this way too? Because it's just kind of.
I cut it from that side, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but yeah, just trim that off.
Ooh,
You don't want to get down there too far.
that's yeah.
That's okay.
Okay.
Just that little flap there. Just cut it. Yeah, just. Yep. Yep. You see why you want to cut that, because that's a membrane you don't want to eat.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
Yep. And I would cut it from this. I would cut it from the other side. I'd cut it from that side. I'd grab it here.
I just don't know how far.
I would grab it here and just do this kind of action here. Just be careful and just see if you can get like this. Just and that's good. That's good right there.
Do you just get lucky on this one that didn't happen?
What's
that? Happened a lot, like this thing coming out?
No. But that's okay. Now, there's a membrane here. You can see it right here.
Yeah.
Okay. What we want to do is we want to try to get underneath that. And I don't know if there's a perfect way to do it, but this is one way.
Well, if we have like some kind of like just rounded edge here, then you can loosen it up under and it'll come off really easy. That's how we did dissections.
Okay, well you know what's got to happen.
Yeah.
You got to get that. Sometimes it's a finger, sometimes it's a spoon.
Maybe the back end of this would be good.
Yeah.
It also doesn't help that it's frozen, probably. There we go, like that kind of. That's how you do it?
Well, you don't want to puncture it, so you want to just keep working it straight under.
You don't want to puncture this.
You don't want to cut it.
Probably want to get it off.
You want to. It's really difficult to get off, and
yeah, it takes a lot of work.
And sometimes you can just scrape it off like this too, and that's going to be good. Many people will just leave that skin on, that membrane on. They won't even take it off.
So
you can just scrape it.
What's the point of taking it off is because it's bad for you?
Well, it's like very chewy. It's not, it makes it. But you don't want to take it off so you're exposing the bone.
You don't want that.
No, you don't want that.
Oh, well.
So I think you're okay.
Okay.
You're just okay with that. But this one,
you got to take some of that fat off.
We want to see if we can get that membrane off. This one's going to have that. But this one is a little bit frozen here, so you don't want to take off too much of the fat because that
makes it the flavor. Yeah.
That gives you the flavor, and that. See, so we can just scrape her a little bit, like that.
Yeah, it's a bit chunky over there.
And but sometimes, sometimes it's that skin, that membrane is a little tougher and easier to get off. It's not that easy. So you want to scrape a little bit. Like I said, you don't even really need to do that.
How do you know how much to this stuff take off?
I think you're good. That's good.
It's kind of thick down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
to rinse them too, Case.
Rinse the ribs?
Just rinse them. You know, just kind of cleaning them up a little bit. Just rinse them.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take the pan over there with you so you're not
Yeah, so not getting juice all over it.
Yeah. Just lightly rinse, you know, just not sure it's necessary, but I just like clean them up a little bit.
Does it help stuff stick to it too?
Well, we're gonna get to that in a minute.
Okay. Should I wash my hands?
You can wash your hands and then you can. Yep.
Alright.
Okay. Now, what I like to do to get the spices to stick is grab some coarse mustard. We don't have any real coarse mustard, but spicy brown is okay. So, not a lot. Just get some. Put some spicy brown mustard.
Just right.
Yeah,
Just doesn't matter
put
what
it in
side.
the middle, and then you're gonna rub it on with your hand. Not a lot. You don't need a lot. But yep. You can do a little more than that, but you know, yep.
That good?
Yeah, you can see how it goes. Yep. Then you're gonna rub that on there with your hand. Yep. Just get that everywhere. Yep. And see how a little bit goes a long ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. But you want to get it everywhere on the surface. Get all that. Yep. On this side too, you can see you got ribs. Okay, there you go. Okay.
Yep.
Now you want to spread them apart so you can. Okay, now because you're going to go get the spices next, so you need to clean your hands again.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd like to start with the kosher salt, or we've got sea salt there, so you can grab the sea salt and the pepper first of all. Sea salt and pepper. Okay?
Got it.
And you want to start grinding that salt out.
It's just kind of blurry. Grinding the salt out first?
Yep, grind the salt out and get it spread out over the whole meat. Yep, that's plenty. Yep, do the other one. Get it spread out across the whole meat. You don't want to pile it up one area. Just get it evenly spread. Yep, make sure you get it everywhere. Okay. Yep. You want to get it everywhere.
Yeah.
And then want to hit the black pepper pretty good here too.
Let's see this better.
Well, this might be in the top. You know. Bigger opening here, but yeah.
Ooh, it smells good.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that enough? I hit it pretty
Yeah, you're
good.
okay. And now you can go grab another spice here.
Which one?
Everything is going to be used, so you can grab them all if you want, but you want to make sure you keep them on the. Oh yeah, actually.
No! It was open.
Yep.
It's okay. I didn't as much. So
You'll
yeah,
keep
then
those over here, and then when you're done, you move them over to this side.
we gotta show the
Oh,
camera.
Yep.
The black peppercorn.
yeah. Kosher salt, sea salt, yeah.
Okay, so done over here.
Yep.
Okay, and then just anything?
anything you can pick up, whichever one you want.
You got the
Yep.
crushed red pepper.
And not a lot on that one.
Yeah,
though.
this is gonna be.
That's very. You know,
Should I put it in my hand, maybe?
it's up to you, but
Yeah.
ooh, that's getting heavy now. See, no,
Spicy.
you got to be careful. Yep, that's. You know, and if they get too heavy, you can just kind of spread them out with the knife or something. But I think you can put a little more than that on there. Yeah. Yep. And you don't have
Like
to
a rib
use these,
spicy.
but I like to use them for a
Yeah,
little
well,
zip there.
Like something.
And
Chili powder?
you're just sprinkling that stuff on there now evenly. Yep. Just sprinkle it on there evenly. Yep.
Like how evenly compared to the? I mean,
Well,
like how much compared to?
You know what? That's what I'm doing. See, just like that.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go. Not you know. Yep. Make sure you get. Yep. There you go. Okay.
It's a little heavier on mine.
That's good. No, that's good.
All right.
Okay. And you're not limited to these spices, but these are spices that we have in the cupboard right now, and we're going to use them.
Same deal with this
Yep.
pepper.
Same deal with that. Doesn't going to come out too. That's good. You're doing fine. That's looking good. Yep. Very good. Yep.
You gonna sell this video?
Yeah, that's just seasoned salt. You can throw that on there.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to be careful with that one.
I love seasoned salt.
You got to be careful with that one then. Yep. Yep. That's getting pretty heavy.
Yeah, I shouldn't have come back with
No. Yeah, I don't want to come back.
it. A little salty.
Yep. No, it's okay.
This stuff?
You can give it a little shot of that. We've already got some pretty good heat on there, but that's very tasty. That's
Ooh, yeah, those look good.
Yep, they're very good. Yep.
All right.
The Old Bay seasoning. Yep, I like that.
Old Bay seasoning.
Yep.
What is this stuff? Celery, salt, spices.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of different spices in there.
Is it coming out?
A lot of people like to use cumin too on their dry rib mixture, but I don't. Did you get it on
Yeah, I
evenly?
did. Yeah, there's not a whole. I didn't put a whole lot on. It's hard to come out.
Yeah.
All right.
And that onion powder, yep, and garlic powder, they're both going on. And that you gotta, that'll come out. That's not going to come out very evenly. So you just, you got to keep shaking it. Yep. Get that on there, nice and
Is that good?
Yeah,
A little more?
okay. Yeah, you can put a little more if you want, or that's a pretty good amount.
Yeah.
But, yep. And,
Same deal with this. This is more like it's powder.
Yep.
Corner was
Yep.
needs a little oven.
No, that's okay. Okay, now we want to grab the container of brown sugar. I think that might be above or maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just want to throw that on there and rub it over the top. Rub it all over the top.
Like a lot of it?
Well, yeah, that's.
That's about right?
Yeah, you want to get it spread out evenly over. Yep, there you go. Yeah.
It's kind of like pat it in.
Yeah, you can make sure you get it spread out evenly. Yep.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
see,
a good thing to do.
You got to remember that.
Nice little juices in the brown sugar.
You don't want that. We don't want you to throw that out. If
I didn't put my hand in there. Ooh. Alright.
Okay, now you can flop them over.
Now you hit him again.
And you can hit them again.
Hit him again.
With everything. Very lightly.
I better wash my hands.
Yep.
Because I'm going to hold all
Yep.
this.
You can hit them a little lighter this time with everything.
A little lighter,
You
yeah.
don't need to hit them so heavy on this side.
We'll go backwards.
And this isn't, you know, an absolute must to do, but I like to hit them on both sides. But again, get that stuff evenly. Don't get clumps of it anymore. And you know, you're better off with less than more on this side. You
On this
you know,
side?
Yep.
Out of there.
Yep. Remember, no top on that one, so be careful with that one.
Ah. A little lighter?
You can probably pass the red pepper flakes on this side, you
Yeah.
know, because you've got a good amount of the red pepper blend on both sides, and then red pepper flakes on the other side. Yeah, looking good. It's looking real good.
Hit him again with this.
Hit him again with the
I'll
salt
do
and
this
pepper.
first.
That's plenty. That's plenty. Yep, that's plenty. Yep,
Yep.
good. Now I'm gonna hit the brown sugar again.
Oh, right.
So I just use the rest of it up.
Really? There's quite a bit in
Well,
here.
maybe not then. Yep, that's good.
That's
That's good. Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Because there's still some more. Use brown sugar on a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, now we need to seal them up first.
Wash up.
Wash up, yep. Wash up. Yep. What you're gonna do is you're gonna wrap, so put one on top of the other, or however they fit tight the best way together. However you want to do it, it's fine. Yep, that's fine. Well, now you're gonna have to get this wrap, and you're gonna go this way, and then you're gonna turn the meat and go the other way too. So you're gonna wrap it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
You're gonna go both directions. So you want to get this underneath there. And yep, that's just.
Yeah, it's gonna be like.
Yep, yep. 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 You want to try to get it started there. Yep. Yep. And then remember you got a serrated edge here, so you got to.
Be careful.
Yep. You got to kind of pull it up. And, yep. 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 Exactly. And then you're going to keep going like that, and then go the other, then turn the whole thing around, and yep. 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 But keep it straight so it doesn't curl when it goes in. Yep. There you go. Yep. 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 Just keep going. There you go. Yep. Beautiful. Yep. I do it a couple times that way because so. Yep. There you go. Just keep going and then go back the other direction. Try to keep it off the tray now so we don't get any contamination on that when we put it in the fridge. Don't get any of that juice in there. Just keep wrapping. Keep wrapping. Keep wrapping. I wrap it a million times. I just keep wrapping.
It's getting like, should I just turn it like that?
Whatever you want to do. Yep. Yeah. And then go the other direction too now. Yep. 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 Go that way now. Yes. Yeah. Keep going. Yep. There you go. Yep. Keep going. Yep. Get that. Get that on there tight. Yep. Yeah. In good shape. That's probably enough. Yep. And then find a nice place in the fridge. I use the drawer, this pantry drawer. I just lay it flat in there, and those things are going to sit there and make themselves taste real good for about 24 plus hours. You need to leave them. The longer, the better when it comes to dry marinating. And I've seen recipes tell you that 4 hours minimum, 4 to 24 hours. I'll sometimes leave them in there for 2 or 3 days, just sitting there.
Yeah.
The ones that you ate today, those ribs that you ate today, they marinated for probably a couple days.
Couple of days.
Yeah, but a day.
Yeah, jeez, they were good.
Longer you marinate them, the better. And I don't know if you can leave them, for an extended period of time, but I guess minimum of 4 hours, 24 to 48 I think that's ideal time.
Okay.
And then when you bake them off, it's really important that you put them in a cookie sheet that's got a little edge on it, so you can wrap them tight. You can use the clear plastic and the tin foil, or you can just use the aluminum foil, but you gotta wrap them up tight.
So that, they don't dry out.
You gotta wrap them up tight, and then you're gonna cook them at 170 degrees for 12 hours, 8 to 12 hours. Then.
So those that we had today, those were cooking since.
They cooked all night.
Really?
They were in the oven all night.
Okay, yeah, you could tell.
Okay, so they went in last night, stayed in all night. Then after about 8 hours, I removed that aluminum foil, and then I put barbecue sauce on them. Put them back in the oven for a couple more hours without any aluminum foil on, but you could leave the aluminum foil. I like to take it off.
When you have the sauce on there.
When I put that, but you're still at that low temperature, at
Still at 170.
170 for a couple more hours. Now, if you want to turn the ribs into mashed potato consistency, so if you want them falling off the bone, if you want them soft, then for that last couple hours, leave them covered and zip it up to 350.
Okay.
And that'll just break down that meat into mashed potatoes.
Sweet.
That'll make it as soft as meat gets, and just turn it into, like I said, mashed potatoes. But some people like a little texture.
What do you like?
Like today,
Yeah.
had a little texture there, but
Yeah,
they were still tender.
Yeah, they were pretty soft.
They were pretty soft, but they weren't falling off the bone soft, were they? Or were they?
No, they weren't. I mean, they were falling off the bone, but they weren't like that one. The one time you made them over break, they were really falling off the bone then. They weren't that soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want them falling off the bone, like I'm saying, you leave them in there for 8 hours at that 170, and then the last couple hours, you know, just zip them up to 350, and that'll just turn them into, you know, turn them into marshmallows. I mean, they'll just get soft as meat can get. So it depends on how, you know, it depends. Some people like, when they eat ribs, they like to see their teeth marks, you know.
Really?
Yeah, in the piece of meat they eat. So that means there's a little texture there, a little chewy. Some people like that. Like those ribs you had today, you could probably do that too. I don't know. And some people, they just like them falling off the bone.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the falling off the bone.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, you know how to do it then.
Yeah.
Or you can just, right out of the gate, you can put them in the oven for 3 hours at 350, or 2 to 3 hours at 350, and that'll break them down too.
Okay.
If you want.
But without even the 8 hours?
Without the 8 hours.
Huh.
Yeah, you can just crank them up to 350. You'll break them down.
But they're not going to taste as good.
I don't know. I think that cooking a long time, that really, you know, gets those seasonings working into that meat and really flavors them up. You know, and they're just kind of bathing in their own juices for 8, 12 hours because they're sealed up tight with that aluminum foil.
Yeah.
You know, all that you're just steaming in their own juices. It's just, and I don't know the scientific or, you know, explanation behind it, but I just know that slow cooking works.
Yeah.
You know, it really, you know, does the trick.
With
on
most
these
things,
ribs.
I feel like it does.
Now, the best ribs that I made, though, they go on the grill. I smoke them for a couple hours, and I'll cold smoke.
What stage do you smoke them at?
What's that?
Instead of the 8 hours, you smoke them?
Well, I will smoke them and then put them in the oven after that.
So you smoke them after they've marinated?
No, yeah, after they've marinated, I'll smoke them. I'll use a Weber grill, and I will keep the charcoal and the wood on one side of the grill and the meat on the other side. So the meat never goes on top of the heat. The meat is away from the heat. And what I'll do is I'll get those charcoal briquettes cooking hot, and then I will cut up chunks of oak wood or apple wood.
Yeah.
And throw that on
the
there.
apple wood, that'd make it like sweet.
Apple wood is great wood for smoking ribs, but red oak works good too. And then smoking them in that apple wood, you just want to close down the vents on the cooker so the wood just barely keeps smoldering, barely. You know, so you have to kind of keep an eye on it every 15, 20 minutes so you see puffs of smoke coming somewhere out of the charcoal grill.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, because there's little vents. I mean, it's not airtight.
Yeah.
There's little seams here, and you want to just see little puffs of smoke every once in a while so you know that smoke is coming from that wood.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you can keep that going for 2 to 4 hours,
yeah,
and then you can slow cook them after that, it's just like, you know, you don't want to get them dried out either, so it's okay to put the barbecue sauce on them when you're smoking them too if you want to. You don't have to, but, you know, you can put some sauce on there too. I've done it so many different ways, and you know, they all work. It seems like
yeah.
It seems like they all work. But,
yeah.
You know, but the key.
I think it's the meat. The
key is great meat, great pork loin, baby back ribs, and the key is that marinade, that dry rub. That's key.
Yeah.
You know, you can make them taste good in the oven or on the grill. You don't have to smoke them. You know, if they're marinated, you know, with good seasoning, you don't have to smoke them. Smoking sure does add a little extra flavor that most people like.
Yeah.
So.
What's this stuff for? Oh, it's for the pizza?
That's put that on the bottom of the pizza pan.
Cool. Okay, thanks.
Yep.
That's sweet. Now I have to wait for it. It's not fair.
Well, you can let it just sit overnight and go for it too. And we can try to smoke some tomorrow if you want to smoke them.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. because I think we got some wood. Yeah, we've got some red oak, and I can show you how to smoke it.
Yeah,
How to get that smoke. But you know, we got to do it early in the day. I gotta go.
Well, what day is tomorrow? Tuesday?
Yep.
Aren't you going? Let's see. We can do it Wednesday. Oh, but Wednesday you're gonna be leaving. No, you're leaving Thursday.
Yeah. I'm thinking Thursday. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like then we can let them sit for longer.
Do you have any last words for your cooking show?
Stay tuned. In a couple days, good. Katie's ribs.